Right aspect ratio. Who'd have thunked it? Sorry for being 22 minutes late. That is very rude of me. I must apologise. I was up very early this morning, at 5 a.m., and I've been out doing stuff. I've tidied the boat dock here. I've swept all of this. I've swept all along there. I've got in the water, and there's some cans that have washed up, and they're full of mud crabs. So I grabbed a few cans from around here. And also above me, there were loads of cables and bits and pieces from the old solar panel that we used to have here that we don't have anymore. So I got the hammer out and got rid of all that. Yeah, so bit of work this morning. Then having a swim in this water this morning was amazing. I haven't been swimming in the morning because we didn't have a ladder to get in and out of the water. So the only real way to get out of the water is to clamber onto the roots of the mangroves. The mangroves don't mind you doing that too much, but my feet do, because often the bits of the roots that are underwater have got shellfish like attached to it, like barnacles and mussels and clamshells and things like that, and you really don't want to be standing on them in your bare feet. So yeah, now we've got a ladder, sexy ladder, which I've been going on about ad nauseum, but there it is. I put it in the water when we need to use it. Brilliant. And I just went out there into the blue lagoon and just lay on my back and floated on the water. See, because I'm just the right amount of fat to just float in water. I can just lay out on my back and just float. I don't need to swim. I don't need to kick my legs or anything. I can just lie in the water. I don't need a donut or an inflatable to sit on. Although I'm going to town soon, very soon actually. We're probably about 9:15, I think, here. So we're going to have about an hour talking, and then I'm going to go into town. And one of the things I do want to get when I'm out there is an inflatable to sit on with me beer in the water. I'm buffering. Oh no, that's terrible news. Hang on, let me see if I can do something about that. Okay, we're back. Hello, am I still buffering? Sorry, I'd left the internet hotspot on. That might have been why I was buffering, but I was just talking bollocks anyway. Not buffering here. Oh, okay, cool. Leapshin, maybe not buffering for me. maybe Leapshin needs to check Leapshin's internet. I don't know. Anyway, so I had a lovely request yesterday from one of our viewers who has asked me to do a couple of slats for the Walkway, some names on there for other people, not for that person, but for other people, which is really, really lovely. So I'll be doing that and then sharing that with you in due course. There's a couple of things we've got to do first, though. I leave the name carving bit to like the last thing that we do on the island, but oh my god, the change in what the island was like, what the house was like, what the boat dock was like when I got here, and what it's like now, it's night and day. It's absolute night and day. It's absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible what we've managed to achieve. And yeah, hopefully with my new listing that I'm going to put on Airbnb, might get some people come and stay and actually enjoy some of this stuff. Because here's the thing, right? You can make something look nice here, but it only lasts about 6 months or maybe a year if you're lucky, and then it starts looking crap because just geckos shit all over it, and the rain and comes down, and the wind picks up, and there's there'll be floods, and there'll be insects everywhere, and it just, yeah. There was a crab in my shower this morning. My nice new beautifully tiled shower that Ishmael has done. It's a nothing that man can't do. Seriously, he did the tiling around the sink in the bathroom as well yesterday, and he's just done a fantastic job. It's an absolutely fantastic job. So hats off to him. Hats off to him. Is it just me, or is the picture quality poor? Probably. I don't know. My phone is really hot today. I actually took my phone case off my phone because it was running so hot, running hot, hot, hot. And I thought I closed down everything, So I got my bag here. I'm just going to plug in my little charger thing so we don't run out of batteries. Seems fine, says Diz. Maybe I've just my Liebchen connection's not great. Do you know what I could do though? And this is horrible. Like, there's only one way to get decent internet here. There's only really one way, and that is Starlink. And I don't want to do that because I hate Elon Musk. I want him to sell Starlink to someone, like sell it to Stalin or someone who's not as bad as Elon Musk. You know, like Hitler, Pol Pot, Chairman Mao, Idi Amin, Robert Mugabe, General Pinochet. Yeah, all not as bad as Elon Musk, Benito Mussolini, Franco, Salazar. All not as bad. All not as Genghis Khan, Attila the Hun. All not as bad. You know, there's degrees of awfulness, and the thing is, like, I love that quote. It was from a Guardian article, but it was used on the Paloma Paris song, Good Boy. She got Emma Thompson to get out and says, I always expected to watch powerful men destroy the world. I just didn't expect them to be such a losers. I was like, yes. I mean, Zuckerberg and Musk and Thiel, they're just such pathetic men. Like, they're just so sketchy and gangly and weird, and they can't talk, they can't present. They've got no razzle dazzle, they've got no riz, they've got no charisma. You know, you could never imagine them making anyone laugh ever, except, the tech bros who fucking love them. They're just like little proper weirdos, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, so it's a beautiful, beautiful day today out here on the archipelago. There's a few clouds forming over the town, over there. If I just turn my camera around there, you can see a couple of clouds in the distance. It's so beautiful. So, like I say, we're going out in the boat quite soon because I want to take advantage of the fact that it's not going to be like being in a washing machine, getting to town and back. Just check my settings. The auto was on and it was set at 144p. Cheers, Liebchen. Tell you what, next time, before you start telling me that there's something wrong at my end, can you sort out, just make sure, just double check that it's not at your end? The reason I say that is, like, I have no knowledge whatsoever of, like, whether you can see me or whether you can hear me. The feedback I get from this is very, it's not great. It's not great. One of the good things about using your laptop and using OBS, it actually has how fast the upload is going, so you can see there's a problem with the uploads and you know straight away. Whereas this doesn't do that. So many times people have been watching, I've been blabbering away, and people have told me that it's buffering, and that's the only way I've known. It hasn't come up buffering. I haven't got a circle. I haven't got any information at all. It's just looks like normal, so But I'm just wasting my breath. Over here in Blighty, Graham, it's very blighty. You've all been blighted. You look marvellous, even over Starlink. This is not over Starlink. I'm saying if you wanted to have really good internet, then, I'd have to use Starlink, which I'm not going to use, until it gets sold to someone less evil. I mean, there's only a few people in the world more evil than Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, Donald Trump, Nigel Farage. Definitely. Nigel Farage, all that lot. Why? You need to talk to the people in your life who are thinking of voting for that cunt. I'm sorry, you really do. And I know it's uncomfortable, and I know a lot of relationships and friendships and things have fallen apart because of politics. But Nigel Farage is a fucking menace. And all he ever does is he pops up like a fucking boil going, oh, I've got a simple solution to all the problems. Oh, look, we're at breaking point. We need to stop all these immigrants coming. So he'd Brexit because he wants us to Brexit. And lo and behold, millions of immigrants come to the UK. I welcome them. But the people who voted for Brexit, So the thing I wanted to talk to you about today is Stephen Miller. Have you called him even? Yeah, Stephen Miller, definitely. He is an absolute scumbag. It's bloody windy here. Says who's saying that? Is that Diz? Uh, just had a little fish. Ooh, had the fish jump over there, and then it jumped over there. Ooh, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if I can find this fish. Hang on, one sec. Sometimes you can see them in the water. No. No. Can't see them today. We've got a few fry. We've got a few little fry around the boat dock. Usually, this time of year, you can get like millions of fry, like little tiny fish, all around the boat dock. It's kind of insane. It's kind of cool. I actually heard that fish popping. Reform Limited Hampshire Mayor candidate attacked the Jewish ambulance charity after arson attack. Yeah, yeah, yeah. To be fair to Musk, he's making Starlink available for Ukraine, but not for Russia. Yeah, but only after like making it available for Russia for a very long time. Although, when I get back, me and Ollie are going to do a show about just how much um, the, uh, the Russians are getting absolutely hammered by Ukraine in eastern Ukraine. It is just, honestly, mate, it's off the charts. And it's not getting mentioned because obviously what's going on with Iran. But yeah, what I want to talk to you about today, and that was the thumbnail and what I was talking about his oily mates. There was a sudden surge in betting activity. There was a massive spike in oil futures trades 15 minutes before Trump posted that he was in talks with Iran, which apparently he wasn't. So he was fucking lying. Oh, did I just hear Silent Bob? Silent Bob? I don't know. Doesn't say much, Silent Bob. That's why we call him Silent Bob. The Ukrainians are selling their access to Starlink. Snoochie Boochies. Selling their access to Starlink to the Ruskies to get their positions. I saw that, Liam. That's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? They're actually charging the Russians and then identifying their position and like blowing them up. Oh, how sad. Anyway, listen. So 15 minutes before Trump put out his thing yesterday, right? There was a massive spike in oil futures. WTI contracts jumped from 733 to 2007 in 1 minute, the equivalent of $170 million. Brent contracts surged from 20, there were 20 contracts on the futures market where you gamble on whether the stock will go up and down in the future. They surged from 20 to 1,600. That it was the equivalent of $150 million, and it's far above normal Monday trading patterns. It was flagged as abnormal, and the traders bet on the oil price falling. Funnily enough, oh, I got a super chat, David. Thank you so much. So thank you so. Trump goes to war, then lifts the decades-old sanctions on Iranian oil to prevent economic collapse of the US and confront rising oil prices. He's nuts, Graham. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. What can I say? I can say he's a fucking idiot. Where's my super chat board? Did I not bring my super chat board? I could have sworn I brought it. Oh no, I didn't. Oh no, I feel bad now. Do you want me to go to the house and go and get it, David Faulkner? I didn't bring it. It was by the door. I had it by the door to bring down with my bag and my phone and my tripod and my charger and my coffee and my mosquito coil and the thing that holds my phone and all the other shit that I need to bring with me and this thing and my hat and my glasses and my teeth and everything. Bloody hell. Oh, man. Sorry, mate. I apologise, but you are right. He's a fucking dickhead. It's tempting just to go along with manipulation and get on with it. G, the Dow is well down and making Pam Bondi cry. Jazz hands, Graham. Okay, super chat. There we go. Is that all right? I can't believe after all that coming down here and tidying the place up and making it all look lovely. Look how much I calmed the water. It was like a storm before I came down here. I just sort of went over it with on those things to use an ice rink, to make it all smooth, make all the ice all smooth. That's how you do it. The monks came in the middle of the night and stole the super chat driftwoods. Bloody monks. Probably, yeah. How long are you on the island for? Graham asks Gareth. Just a week. Just a week. Send Pickle to go get the super chat board. Pickle, go get the super chat board. Oh, she's not talking to me today because I had a new bath mat, right, that I put outside the shower. A new bath mat, brand new, right? And I hadn't actually used it as a bath mat yet. And she decided of all the places she was going to sit in anywhere on the island, anywhere she could have sat anywhere on the island, she decided she wanted to sit on my new bath mat. Didn't you? She's not talking to me now. Anyway, traders bet on the oil price falling. The contracts were positioned to profit from a price drop in oil. Oil collapsed 14% per barrel within minutes after Trump announced the postponement of the strikes that he said he was going to do. Those traders made near instant huge profits, like an insane amount of profits. And the analysts say the timing raises serious concerns. Are you fucking kidding me? What do you think happened? Do you think Trump might have told his mates who all went, quick, let's make loads of fucking money? No public indication of talks before announcement. The suggestion being that traders may have had advanced knowledge, and calls are growing for a formal investigation. Maybe they'll send them a strongly worded letter. The White House claims that it does not tolerate insider profiteering. If you say so. Regulators in the US and the UK are contacted and potential probes are pending, but there's no confirmation yet of wrongdoing. Fuck off. I mean, I'm sorry, that just doesn't happen. 15 minutes before Trump tweets something that is going to make the price of oil come down by 14%. And the number of futures being bet on Brent fucking crude rises from 20 to 1,600. Come on. And Iran has denied the talks entirely, calling it fake news. Accuses the US of using information warfare to move markets, and the markets are responding wildly to Trump's posts rather than the actual reality of what's actually happening. Absolute market manipulation, says Diz. Yeah. Oh no, has Gareth had some bad news? Not after sympathy, but at 45 being diagnosed with chronic arthritis. Oh, I'm sorry, mate. Fucking hell, you're younger than me. Shit, man, I'm sorry. That really fucking sucks. That really sucks. I hope you get the good shit, mate. That helps. Sending hugs. I see Governor Waltz showed up at the Oval serving Trump in order to vacate. Musk admitted stealing the election in 2024. Insert Q2 DJT forehead at Mach 3.14 to make MAGA tea pie. Visualize it. Cheers, happy enough. Have you been taking drugs by any chance? Just wondering. It's a bit early for that, isn't it? Anyway, so the bigger pattern here is obviously the war has caused all this market chaos with oil and stocks swinging violently based on headlines and tweets and things posted on Truth Social. And we've talked enough about the energy price spikes and the stock market instability that's come about because of Trump's unilateral. Well, it's bilateral, isn't it? Because it's him and fucking Netanyahu, fucking pony men of the apocalypse, two of them. And this isn't just volatility, you know. This looks like someone knew, yeah, and a lot of people knew because why would they? Why would there be that many at that particular point? 15 minutes before Trump put that out. But I want to talk about how this is connected to the Trump's mentality, right? Because we know he's a malignant narcissist, right? We know he's a fucking idiot. We know he's a twat on every level. But let's look at the fact that Trump is treating his job as president of the United States like how he ran casinos. Do you want a little? Do you want a little crib sheet on how he ran casinos? Because Trump's like one of these sad fuckers who's got no friends and so goes into the pub and buys everyone a drink. So everyone thinks they're a nice guy for buying them a drink. But then they end up having no money because they keep buying people drinks. But they haven't got the personality to really back it up. So people are like, yeah, I got a free drink. But they don't remember who bought it for them. He's a bit like that. He's just a gobshite and he wants to be loved because his dad fucking hated him. Which is fair enough because his dad was a gobshite and Trump was a gobshite. And I think sometimes with children, it's a case of having your face sort of rubbed in vomit and being forced to look in the mirror because they are 50% your DNA. So no matter whatever they turn out to be, well, it's half your fault. Nobody else's. Nobody else's. You were the one who decided. You thought, you know what this world needs? More of me. More of me. So take some responsibility. But yeah, the sad thing is, when I talk about that, is that people on the right are so quick to abandon their own. Have you noticed that? They love their racism, they love their bigotry more than they love their own children. You know, and that seems mad. Like all the people I know would do anything for their kids. You know, absolutely fucking anything. But then you've got these horrible old bastards who are just like, no, you're nothing to me. I don't want anything more to do with you. Not because the kid is, you know, a criminal or, you know, on a sex offenders register or someone who assaults women or, you know, whatever. No, because they hold a different political opinion. And the political opinion is, why aren't we all nice to each other? Why aren't we all nice to each other? Nature or nurture, Graham? What's a bit of both, isn't it? Bit of both. But yeah, let's talk about Trump's gambling days. Let's talk about Trump when he ran casinos. So he opened the Trump Taj Mahal in 1990 and he called it the eighth wonder of the world. And it was a trashy, gaudy, golden, pissant fucking place. You know, if you go to Blackpool and you go into one of the arcades in Blackpool, it was a bit like that, only more of like a brothel as well. Like a gaudy, fucking chintzy, fucking, you know, the kind of thing that someone with no taste whatsoever would put together. It cost $1.1 billion. That's billion with a B. It was a massively debt-fueled project, classic Trump model, go big, borrow huge, assume endless growth. Which, I mean, to be fair, for the bank that lent him the fucking money, or the investors, or whoever lent him the fucking money, right? To be fair, it is quite hard to bankrupt a casino, because they're a fucking casino. There is an expression, the house always wins. That's why, you know, on the roulette table, there's an O, because that means that nobody can win, because you can't bet on that. And then there's a double O, which means that nobody wins, and the house has got two chances for it to land on. And there's a triple O sometimes, and you can't place a bet on it. I mean, some places maybe you can put a bet on a triple O, but usually the house always wins. They stack the deck. They stack the deck. They know what the statistics are. The statistics are sound. You know, the people who make a load of money in a casino, they're never allowed to check out. You know, the casino will try and get them back in and try and get them to blow all their money again. So the casino gets to keep the money. But you know, there was initially with this Atlantic City mob boss fucking boardwalk empire shite that Trump was doing in the early 90s. Initially it created jobs, that was nice. It gave an economic boost to Atlantic City. And it became a sort of bit of a cash cow during its peak years. But there was no long-term reinvestment. And, He ignored rising competition from other casinos, and once market conditions changed, there was a rapid decline, and Trump then put his casinos, there's more than one actually, into bankruptcy, and he used these bankruptcies, multiple bankruptcies, to extract hundreds of millions of dollars, to shift losses onto investors, onto workers, and onto the city, Atlantic City itself. And there are accusations that he took all the money and left, and just left a dried up husk. And the workers paid the price. You know, after the bankruptcy, they lost the healthcare, they lost their pensions, basic benefits, um, and thousands of jobs, 8,000 jobs, more than 8,000, with the Taj closure. And so the workers built the success, and then when the profits dipped, Trump took all his money out and walked off with it. And the local leadership at the time, they compared the impact of Hurricane Sandy, which was a devastating storm that hit Atlantic City in New Jersey. And yeah, there's a key pattern here, like privatized profits and socialized collapse. And Trump openly bragged that he made a lot of money out of his bankruptcies. He said it was great timing. The fact that he pulled out before the full collapse and left, the city in crisis, and workers jobless, and you know, the Trump brand is synonymous with failing assets, but it's all how he sees the world. It's just like, how much money can I extract out of this? Because don't forget, when you talk about 1.1 billion being spent on his fucking trashy shit casino in Atlantic City, there would have been money. There would have been tax dodgers, there would have been subsidies, there would have been taxpayer money, one way or another, directly or indirectly, going to Trump. And he just took it. And he just took it and fucking ate it up. Trump treats everything like a casino. He does high risk bets, he has massive leverage, his short term wins are prioritized, and long term stability is ignored. You look at how he ran his casinos, it's exactly how he's running the US now. Same behavior pattern. He inflates the value of anything that he owns, so he says it's worth more than it is. That's what he got into trouble for in New York. He then extracts cash by going up to a bank and saying, "Hey, I've got all these assets. Can I have some money?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And they give him all the money, and then walk away before the collapse. And there's a direct link here to the Iran situation. His oil markets, the oil markets are reacting to his posts like roulette spins. These massive bets that have been placed just before his announcement yesterday. Insiders win big. Everyone else has to deal with the fucking fallout. But it's not him. His mates do well. His gangster mates, and him being a gangster, does really well out of it and walks off. He is very much fat American Psycho. There's someone clearing up after his murders. There is a point of view at the end of American Psycho that it's all in his head. I don't think it's all in his head. I think he's genuinely committing those murders, and because he's a rich, posh, nepo baby scumbag, he is someone's cleaning up after him. And using war as a financial instrument, using the deaths of thousands of people, the blowing up of a school full of little school kids, schoolgirls being murdered, so Trump and his mates can make money in a casino, in the world casino that is, the stocks and shares, oil futures. And he creates predictable volatility, which is exploitable if you've got the inside track on what he's going to do next. If you know that he's going to make an announcement reducing tariffs, well, that's going to make all these different companies. So if you know that he's going to reduce tariffs on companies on China, you know that the shares in those companies will go up. Or companies that are associated with it, I should say. With that knowledge, you can bet on the futures markets, say that the price is going to go up, If you know he's going to put tariffs on another country, he's going to put them up in Brazil to 100%. If you know that 15 minutes before he does it, you can just short everything that is anything to do with Brazil, any Brazilian companies, Brazilian petrol or Brazilian goods. You can short them. Shorting is when you place a bet that a company will lose its market value when the time comes. That's why the TV show, not the TV show, the film, that Big Short. That's why it's called The Big Short. There was a group of people who saw that the financial credit crunch was coming, and they bet accordingly. Um, and that if you can look at it sort of like the way Trump ran Atlantic City, he extorted it for everything it was fucking worth, and then he declared bankruptcy and rode off into the sunset with all these ill-gotten gains. We made hundreds of millions out of that scam. What he's doing with the world, he's going to make hundreds of billions out of this, out of his tenure as president. He didn't have the right people around him last time to allow him to do this kind of thing, but now he does. Now he does. And Trump is treating the world as a casino. He's treating war like a casino, like a game of fucking craps. And this is when I really feel like the people who voted for the paedophile, the people who voted for the rapist, need to take some fucking accountability for once in their miserable, godforsaken lives. I want the people who voted for Brexit to be charged, to be taxed more. You know, all the people who bragged about voting for Brexit online. It's not going to be hard to find them. Give them a Brexit surcharge. I don't want to have to pay it. Every single household in the UK is £1,400 poorer per year because of Brexit. Sorry, I said every single household. Every single household that's not full of Nepo baby scum. Put your money on Trump being ordered to vacate his office by the courts. 1,000,000 to 1. I put $10 on that bet on Polymarket. Well, I thank you for reminding me. I was going to mention about Polymarket. Polymarket has seen in the last couple of years, since Trump's got back in, an absolute surge on online betting. That is just insane because you can bet on pretty much anything. There was a story that Mike mentioned in the Friday Night Social last Friday, where he was talking about there was a guy in Israel who reported that a rocket had hit outside of Jerusalem or somewhere from Iran, and it wasn't a big news story. It was just that it had hit, but it didn't hit anything. It just landed in some wasteland or something. He got death threats. He got death threats from people who've been betting on Polymarket that no rocket would get through on that particular day. But one of the people who is a huge investor in Polymarket is Jared Kushner, I think, who is the Nepo baby-in-law of Donald Trump. Trump shit his pants when Iran said they would target Qatar because his dodgy bank account is there. iPaying cars are getting more environmentally friendly, but they still have to fly around the world. Much prefer the 1980s, 90s calendar, says Martin Harrow. Mum is arguing with the cat, lol. He just pissed on her favourite boots and the door was wide open. Oh dear. Weird, aren't I? An environmentalist who loves F1. Well, you know, it's becoming more green. It's 50-50 now, isn't it, with electric and an internal combustion engine. It's the thing. They'll go fully electric soon. Mark my words. Before 2030, Formula One will be Formula E, which actually exists, but you can't do better than the torque out of an electric motor. You just can't. It's just insane. Oh wow, there's a guy on a little Kayuku way out there. He's just going across the gap. Well, it looks like he's going across the gap. I don't know if we can zoom in and it stay in focus. Usually it doesn't. But if it does, you might see him just floating there. Oh my god, the quality of this is shite. It looks like it's made of Lego. No, it's really rubbish. That's rubbish, Google. Why is that such low quality? Well, you might be able to see a tiny little dot in the middle. That's a guy going across the little gap in this Kayuku. Oh, that's cool. Right. What happened there? iPeg cars are getting more environmentally friendly. I've read that one. Um, Trump shit his pants. I read that one. He didn't know he shit his pants though. Poker is fairly easy to win if you can do probability theory in your head. Donny is not able to critically think. He's mentally incapable. Las Vegas is in trouble at the moment. No one is going to the USA, and that revenue is not coming back anytime soon. Yep. It's because they're sent to boarding school as soon as they can walk, zero love from the family, isolation, childhood trauma makes people like Trump far right rage. And yeah, you're right. Yeah, especially people who go to boarding school, in particular, it does create monsters or cunts. I get in trouble when I call them cunt farms. Oh, you went to a cunt farm, did you? Did you escape? Did you escape the cunt farm? Jolly good. Unscathed? Little bit unscathed? Little tiny bit unscathed? Thing is, the class divide now is so great that if you didn't go to one of these posh schools, now you're seeing in university a lot of discrimination against people. Not even against like people who are working class, people who are middle class, who don't know the claret from their Beaujolais, as Blair once sang. Not Tony Blair, the band. So I'm going to make some more. What we're doing today, we're going to go to town, get some more paint. Got to finish painting the front of the house. Hopefully we'll get that done. The problem is the best time to paint is the morning because the sun's on the other side of the house. The worst time to paint is the afternoon because you get sunburnt, as I did. All the back of my legs are sunburnt from painting. So might leave that. I might leave it until I might leave that for the moment until tomorrow. What else have we got to do? We've got to sand the floor in the main room of the house. It still needs to be done. But I want to take the couch out and stuff when I do that, so it doesn't get all dusty. Also need to. Been waiting on boards, right? Floorboards for under the house for 6 months. I'm really not happy about this. Paid for them. I paid a lot of money for them as well. It was made from Laurel wood, Ishmael keeps calling the guy, going, "Where's our wood? Where is our wood?" And the guy's like, "Oh yeah, mañana." And yesterday he said, "Mañana after mañana," like the day after tomorrow, which will be tomorrow. Now, and it's like I want to just have that done. And then once that's done, and I've got floorboards down under the house, I want to turn that into a little bit of a woodworking shop down there. Because at the moment, things are all over the place. It's not very tidy. We've got the old tiles and stuff, and from the bathroom that we pulled up into the old tiles from the main room, because the main room used to have tiles on the floor when I got here. And that's been changed now for lovely pieces of wood. Wooden floorboards, like nature intended. So yeah, I got to get that done. I've got to make a new sign, a new Ginger Island sign for there, because that one, it's too small and you can't really read it from here. So I want one that's like bigger and you can read it. Like if I'm sitting here and you see that sign in the background, it's there, right? That's where the sign is. You can see those Ginger Island. Yeah, that's what I want. I was going to put string lights up from here, from the boat dock down to those poles there that hold up the sign. But I had to look at it yesterday. It's going to be too much of a pain in the arse, because essentially I'd have to install. I'd have to buy a solar panel. I'd have to buy a battery. I'd have to buy a solar controller. I'd have to buy an inverter. So there's 4 things that I'll need just to have lights going down there. Can't be arsed, mate. Can't be arsed. It's not going to happen. Just not going to happen. Cars are getting more environmentally friendly, but they still have to fly around. Oh, hang on. What? What? I think I haven't had any new messages for ages. Are you still watching? Is there anyone out there? Oh no, my phone's not working. Why is my phone not working? Oh, would love an ebony staff too. Graham wants to get his hand on some wood. I do, Sid. I can't deny it. I've got wood. Hell no, in the shed. Need to sort it out. We're still here. Just buy some of those solar garden lights. Yeah, but the shite. Yeah, I know. But they're not. I've got them home in the UK, and they're just not very bright. I really need AC ones, like proper ones. But anyway, so I've taken my string lights. I put some out the back of the house. As that's going to look really nice now. I'm going to put the two-person hammock up in the back, and make that area look really lovely. And we've replaced some of the wood on the balcony there. It was getting. So yeah, I'm gonna have the front of the house. It's gonna be painted white and little orange trim on it. Got some orange paint to go with my orange. What's it called? A hammock here. And you know, it's a ginger island, so it's kind of the colour of ginger nuts in it. And I want to. I'm going to put the other. I've got two string lights. I'm going to put the other string lights at the front of the house, so when people arrive, the front of the house is all lit up really nicely. I think it would look really, really cool. Really cool. There's a few other things that I wanted to do. I wanted to build like a little roof coming out the back of the house, in the front of the house, just to shelter it a bit from the sun. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that on this trip. But I really, really want to come back here, hopefully later this year, depending on what the prices are for the flights. And I really want to bring Kat with me, because I think she's been here a couple of times, but it's not quite the same when I'm here on my own. Do you know what I mean? I get a lot of stuff done, which is fair enough. But yeah, maybe come back for 2 weeks in later in the year and have the opportunity to go and sort things out. A couple of things that I haven't got the chance to do this time, get them sorted, and yeah. Other than that, I mean, it's been great. I mean, the amount of soil that I've had brought over to the island is just absolutely fucking insane. I think it's a 2.2 acre island. I think we've brought over an acre worth of mud. That is a lot of mud. That is a lot of soil. But it's good soil. And although I've only been here for a few weeks, for 3 weeks now, the amount that the grass has grown is insane. Just in the 3 weeks that I've been here, it's been fantastic. So we're having some more of that come later today. Gonna have another few deliveries before I head back. I'm probably gonna be spending all of my super chat money on soil. Sorry, I should spend it all on crack and whores or something, you know, or gin. But I don't do crack, and I don't shag whores, and I don't have a gin addiction. In fact, I don't even like gin. I like the smell of gin and tonic, but I don't like the taste of it. So I'm gonna have to spend it on soil, aren't I? I once made a joke. That's why you should never make jokes to people who you don't know. I was on the island of the sun in Lake Titicaca on the border of Bolivia and Peru, and there's like old Inca ruins there that you can go and see. You're walking along, and I got chatting to these two American girls, good-looking American girls from Rhode Island in America, and they said, "Oh, what are you doing here?" And I said, "Well, I used to give hand jobs for crack around the back of the courthouse in Liverpool, and then I kicked the crack addiction, and suddenly I had all this money, so I thought, I know, I'll go travelling." And they went, "Oh, okay." And I said, "Oh, what do you do for a living?" And they went, "Oh, we're training to be nuns." And I was like, that was a joke. I was because they were like, "Oh, you poor lamb, you poor lost lamb." Thankfully they didn't chase me up a tree and set fire to it. Yeah, always gauge your audience. When I was in when I was in the South Pacific, it was funny because when you're talking to people from the South Pacific in Melanesia and Micronesia and Polynesia, and if you know the difference between those three, well done you. Um, Half of them, I swear, think that the fact that they used to be cannibals is absolutely mortifying. They're so embarrassed and ashamed of the fact that they used to be cannibals. Um, in Fiji or in Vanuatu or wherever. Um, and then the other half of the population, they think it's fucking hilarious. So you can't make a joke until you know which type of person you're talking to, whether you're talking to someone who thinks it's mortifying or someone who thinks it's fucking hilarious. But I just think it's really funny that there's people who's like, yeah, my ancestors did this terrible, terrible thing. And I'm like, hey, did you hear about the cannibal who was late to the feast? They gave him the cold shoulder. Two cannibals eating a clown. One says to the other, "This tastes funny to you." You get that book? Help! I think my son's a cannibal by Henrietta Mann. Go on all day. Anyways, yeah. So let's not make jokes about that. Reform Limited news. Reform UK councils are dismantling the fight against climate change. Great read in the bylines today. Yeah, of course they are. Of course they are. Just buy some of this. We're still here. We're still here. I don't see that yet. My messages aren't updating, or people are being a bit slow today to leave messages. But my my total of how much money has been given in super chats has gone up to £8.63. So I know someone else has given a super chat, but it's not actually showing on my screen who has done that. Graham's island looks so lovely. It's nippy out today. It's so warm here. Oh, Saz, thank you so much. That is so kind of you. £5 from Saz for Graham, Pickle and Ginger Island. Oh, thank you, Saz. That's really sweet. I'm going to give you a little heart. There you go. And a thumbs up. Let's have a look. Good afternoon. Doesn't matter if they're crappy. Surely you just want them so people don't fall off the jetty, right? Says Blabbar CW. Yeah, that's a point. Yeah, yeah. But the thing is, the reason why I'm like a little bit sus about putting them here is they'll just get eaten. Like they'll get eaten by the sea air. Like they'll just corrode so quickly, unless you buy good quality ones, and all the good quality ones are AC and they're not solar powered. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I have to think about it. So let me think. So today we'll get back. We'll do some of the prep for painting the house because we don't have a ladder long enough. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to build a platform on the side of the house so we can paint it. Yeah, we're going to do that. A platform to put the ladder that we've got on so we can go up and paint the top bit of the house. Sounds quite dangerous, I know. But, you know, we'll be doing it in bare feet and, you know, no safety gear. So I'm possibly a little bit drunk. All good, and then tomorrow, yeah, we'll be painting. Maybe in the evening we could get some painting done in the evening. That'll be a good idea. Sort of like 5-6 o'clock, something like that. Although the cheechers will be out biting everyone, the sandflies at that time. Then we've got to sort out under the house. We've got on the floor, so we can do that tomorrow. Do a bit of sanding, do a bit of painting tomorrow, and then on Thursday we could sort under the house, and then on Friday I could varnish the floor finally. Go out to Red Frog or something. Go and sit on the beach. Haven't been to the beach. Haven't been to the beach in Bocas for years. The last time I went to Red Frog Beach was when Marcus was here 4.5 years ago. Yeah. I don't know. Did we go out to Starfish? We did go out to Starfish Beach on the pirate ship. Me and Marcus we met on the pirate ship, but we didn't go onto the beach there. We just swung off. They have like a rope at the side, and you swing off and you land in the water. It's so much fun. Um, but the pirate ship that used to be here got ran out of town by the taxi guys because they saw it as like a threat to their business or something. And it was like, how'd you work that out? The people are getting on the boat, and yeah. It's not like it's a taxi somewhere. It goes out it used to go out to Starfish Beach and then come back to town. Crap taxi. Um, Here's a bunch of giant pencils. Oh, thank you, Oliver Brown. Looking at over £100 to get a 5 foot long piece of African Eki ironwood. Fuck. Well, you see the wood that this dock is made of. This old stuff, right? This is called Nispero, and it is ironwood. It is just so fucking strong, you would not believe. If you get a drill bit and try and drill into this wood, your drill bit will, if you use a wood drill bit, it will break. It will absolutely break. And I've broken drill bits. Trying to screw in a screw is almost impossible, because you can't make a pilot hole. And yeah, the only way to really dig into it is if you use, I think I ended up using like a metal bit to screw into the wood. The wood is so dense, so strong. It's great stuff for construction, but you have to construct stuff with it when it's green, before it gets dried out and goes on. There's a pirate ship built out of driftwood in New Brighton. Oh, that's cool. How did they get that much driftwood? Did the pieces long enough? Starfish Island, GTA, Vice City. No, Starfish Beach, which used to have loads of starfish in but doesn't anymore. And I'm reliably told that's because tourists kept picking up the fucking the starfish to take a picture, so holding the starfish, which you're not supposed to do. But also, I think I mentioned before, I used to have loads of starfish in this little bay here, this little, where the dock is, for my island. And I've not seen any for years. I don't know if it's a particular time of the year that they turn up, and I just haven't been here at that particular time. All right. So I'm talking to a bird. Oh, he's got another friend talking to him now. Yeah? Teletubby bird. But yeah, so I don't know where all the stars have gone. The stars have been going out one by one. Also, we've got environmental concerns here. There's a lot of pollution. People just drop fucking plastic in the water and they don't even think about it. It's awful. And there's a lot of oil that goes in the water as well from the boats. We've got an outboard motor because, we need to get around. God, if we had an electric motor, this would be so much better. I'd love to have an electric motor, completely silent, just going through the water. That bird's got a Scouse accent. You are! Give it toes! It's the bitties! Hey! Calm down. I believe Plum has mega chatted before. Yes, absolutely. The Plum Duff will be added to the boat dock, the walkway of fame. I've been writing them down in my little book. Don't you worry. So I should be doing that maybe on Friday if all goes ahead, as I want it to. Or maybe not Friday. No, I really want to get it done. I'm leaving on Monday. Maybe we could just like get everything done for Friday and then fuck off to town and have a big weekend. That'll be boss. Go into town. Ooh, I could go to Red Frog and try and do the Friday night social from Red Frog Beach. That would be amazing. I don't know if I've got internet fast enough though. Maybe I have to bribe the Palomar Tent Lodge for good internet. Walkway of fame for Mega Chatters Plum. Yeah, Plum. So you went here yesterday. You know my super chat board. Um, I'm going to be using the router to make more. We've extended the walkway all the way to the house, so we've got 24 new slats that we've bought, and I'm going to be writing people's names into it. So there's a bunch of people who have supported the island in the past, and there's some people that just want to put their names down there for shit and giggles. I'm going to be doing trans pride and the trans symbol on one piece of wood, and that's for Sarah Davis. And yeah, I'll be doing them. I suppose I should really get cracking with them because I need to be able to show you what I'm doing. But they're going out to anyone who's left a £50 mega chat. And if you wanted to give me 50 quid so I can do one, and you can have anything written on there. I've got literally one of the boards that says Liverpool FC, even though I'm an Evertonian, because someone gave me 50 quid and said, I want you to do a plank saying Liverpool FC. And I'm like, I'd rather not. And they're like, yeah, but I'm going to give you 50 quid. And I was like, okay, fair enough. Because, yeah, as One Angry Pagan is alluding, wood is expensive. Oh my God. The wood for this walkway here, not the walkway, the floor, the deck, right? So each of these pieces of wood is 2 by 12, it's 2 inches by 12 inches. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So there's nearly 20 of them. So that's like that's over $500, way over 500. Jesus Christ, that's like over $600 worth of wood. That's just there on the floor. Yeah, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. Oh, do I get a board for last year's soil sponsorship? Yeah, Russ. I'll tell you what, just let me know, because I'm going to get my bloody little book with me. I had my book with me. I was writing people's names down. If you remind me, Russ, when I'm showing off the boards that I've made tomorrow or the next day, I'll be sure to I will be sure to make something of that to thank you. So I'm getting put off by the noisy birds. They're very noisy today. Take a pic for Sarah so she can add it to a collection of autographs. So yeah, Plum, lovely idea. Yeah, Plum, you'll get Plum Duff written on the. If you want Plum Duff, I mean, if you want Plum 3303, I can write that instead. But I know you as Plum Duff, so I'll put Plum Duff down on the walkway, and I'll upload the pics to the YouTube page as well. So yeah, listen, I'm gonna have to get going. I've got to get to town. You can see the water's not as calm as it was. Look, even already, it's only just gone 9 o'clock. You see all the ripples? Yeah. So, I'm very sorry, but I'm gonna have to make like a tree and get out of here. So, thank you very much for the super chat this morning. And if you do want to bribe me to make a board with your name on it, or someone else's name, or whatever you want written on the board, clothing optional, beyond this point, whatever you want, right? You can have it. But if you want to do it so that all the money comes to me, do it via PayPal. It's paypal.me/Graham @Graham David Hughes. Okay, Graham David Hughes. That'll go to me, go straight to my account, so you'll be able to find me. And yeah, any money that goes in there. If you get 50 quid or dollar equivalent or euro equivalent, it's 57 euros and $68, something like that. Then I will carve you whatever you want into the walkway. And there's only 24 places, and I think I've allocated about 7 of them already. So yeah, it's a limited offer this week only, and yeah, it should be cool. It should be very, 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 very cool. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll say I'll leave you with the wonderful view out over the water, and until next time, I'll say hello, good evening, welcome, and goodbye. Oh, wow. Oh, sorry. Wow, 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 wee wow. Wow, Plum Duff. Oh, my word. Plum, thank you very much for the £50 super chat. That is amazing. Thank you, Pete Music, you legend. Oh, wow. So Plum's got 2 boards now. So one of them's going to say Plum Duff. Plum, let me know. Let me know what you want. Let me know what you want on the board. I'll make a note of this. Hang on. I've got my laptop here. I can use this as a notepad, can't I? I didn't really think of that. I'll put Russ down. Wow, thank you. I was about to get up and go to town before the. Wow, thank you so much, Plum. That is so generous. That is so kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, that's amazing. So let me just do this. Okay, so we need Plum Duff times 2. Let me know what you want on the chat on the board on the plank of wood, and also Russ. Russ, what did you want, mate? Did you want Russ 67? Just let me know. Just let me know, and I'll get that done for you, mate. Graham, I think I know what happened to all your sea stars. Oh no. Was it the Japanese bloody, what are they called? The dragonfish, whatever they're called. Lionfish. Naughty fish. Russ Cannon. Okay, Russ. Cool. So we've got that, Plum Duff, we've got Trans Pride, Damien. SG. Okay, cool. Oh wow, blah blah CW. Oh my god, thank you so much, blah blah CW. Blah blah CW just dropped another £50 in. Oh my word, thank you so much. Blah blah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my god, that's really kind. Blah blah CW. Wow, this is the most we've ever taken on any show since I got here. This is amazing. Blah blah CW for L. Butterfly. Cool. Okay. There you go. Thank you so much. That's really, really kind of you. It's so nice to like people giving their plaque to someone else. That's so sweet. Elle, what would you like on your plaque, Elle? Could you just let me know? Do you want is Elle still with us? Is Elle watching? Elle. Come back, Elle. Just having a look. Oh, one angry pagan. Sea star population being demolished by a disease called sea star wasting disease, caused by the BREW something bacterium, causes them to lose limbs and waste away. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that really sucks. Billy says, leave me out of this kind of nonsense. Okay. Elle, let me know how you want me to put it on the well, I'm not gonna do these till tomorrow anyway, so sorry if this is making a noise. Let's see, I'm just trying to see if Plum has put another message in to say what else Plum wants. Oh, Martin's saying his generosity has me in tears. Oh, so sweet. Okay, well, I'll definitely do one for Elle. Plum. Just see if Plum's been back onto us. Defo, Elle, and Billy. Okay. Plum Duff. Billy. And then Leapchin says, "Oh, for fuck's sake, the idiot box will now run an extra hour." Yeah, god damn it. I think Elle might have gone. Okay, all right. We're all good people here. We all deserve one. Ren, you all deserve one, yeah. So let's get Gallifrey and Ren. You'll get one. You can have one as well. Okay. I might just put L butterfly because it's L butterfly effect, isn't it? Well, I'll ask her before we. I'll ask her before we do it. But yeah, Gallifrey and then we'll have to add that to the list. Oh no, don't worry about it, Liebchen. Don't worry. It was just on the Pacific coast, but I've been seen in Atlantic and Caribbean. Say something rude and L will appear. Quick, make a red dwarf joke. Yeah. And Liebchen the legend. Liebchen the legend. Okay. Leap. Cool. Okay. So, Billy, you're getting one, mate. I'm sorry, but Plumber's paid for a board, and she said that she wants you to have a board, so you're going to have a board, mate. So, there'll be a corner of an island in Central America that is forever Billy. Forever Billy Kershaw. Okay. Cool. Sweet. Oh wow. Blah blah. Do one for Diz, and I give you another 30 after payday. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, definitely Diz. Diz, do you just want to be Diz, or do you want to be Diz Confetti? And I'll try and do a little party, little emoji with the confetti coming out. Let me know. Thank you so much for the 20 quid, mate. That is really kind of you. Diz is a star. Diz is a star. She's a legend. You've started something now, Graham. Yeah. I have plumbed up. So we've got Plum Duff, Billy Kershaw, Trans Pride, Russ Cannon, Diamond the Star, Gallifrey and Ren, Liebchen, L Butterfly, Effect, Diz, and I've got a bit of leeway on who else I can add. So I am going to do One Angry Pagan. Although One Angry Pagan, if you can tell me, because you've got a name, haven't you? Sakadu Witter, is it? Do you want that? Do you want that? Well, you can have one that someone else has paid for. If you give me the correct spelling of that, and I'll try and get it right with the accents and things. Otar, there you go. Sakadu Witter. Okay, cool. Okay. I'm glad it hasn't got any accents on it, because I don't know how to do accents on Notepad. Elbows up from Western Canada. Hey, hello. And Mike is there. Has Ginger Island declared a ceasefire yet? No, actually, we're still at war with those motherfuckers at Fanta Pants Island. Mike, I've got some good news for you, mate. You're going to get a name on the board. You're going to get a name on the board on the Walk of Fame, on one of the slats that's going to have names carved in it. I'm going to add Mike Dix to it. There you go. Shadow Wise Man. That's cool, man. Cool. Excellent. Still good stuff. Okay, that's where we get the word shadow from. Cool. Shadowfax. The name of Gandalf's horse. I don't know what the hell is going on in the house. Seems to be some drilling noises, maybe. I don't know. Drilling noises. Thank you. No, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. And tell Maria it was me. It was me that carved your name on an island with a little heart next to it. on my island. um, I know, very naughty, very naughty. Diz, did you decide what you wanted on your board? Confetti Diz. Okay, confetti Diz. Cool. All right, I've got that. Okay. I'll ask Elle what Elle wants. But yeah, we've got. Oh, this is really cool. It's really really cool. Thank you so much, everyone, and I really really appreciate it. Absolutely fantastic. I am gonna have to get going because if we leave it too late, obviously we've got to get to town. We've got to buy the paint and the other shit that we need, and we've got to get back. And I'm thinking if we can't do that before 12 o'clock, it might get a bit choppy because it has all this week. It's been really, really calm in the morning, and then as soon as it's got to like 12 o'clock, it's just like it's not like big, massive waves. But oh my god, coming back the other day, it was getting dark, and I'm like, oh, we're just gonna have to go. You know, this is on the Saturday, and it was really choppy, and I was like, well, what's better? Is it better to go out in the choppy water? Or is it better to go out with the dark water? And Ishmael's like, it's better to go out in the choppy water because at least then you can see where you're going. And I'm like, all right. So what we did was there's two ways of doing it. You can either go straight from town over to Salate Island and then like sort of skirt the island, or you can go over to Isla which is on the other side. So there's if you can imagine, town is at the top, right? One side of the lagoon is Isla Salate. The other side of the lagoon is Isla Cristobal, and my island is just off Cristobal, right? So, but either way, you're gonna have a big area of really choppy sea, and oh my god, it was so choppy coming back. It was really choppy getting there to do the Friday night social. And coming back the next day, it was possibly even worse. I was getting absolutely soaked, and I I was like, when you're about to go on a journey and you kind of go, oh, I don't really need the toilet, but should I just go for a wee just in case? And I like have what a friend of mine used to call a precaution wee. I thought, no, I'll be fine. It's only 20 minutes. It'll be fine. But because instead of going in a straight line from town to my island, because we went across and then down, it took longer. It took about 40 minutes to get back. And I was absolutely desperate for a piss. Like, I was literally going to piss myself. So I had to say to Ishmael, do you mind? Like, just stop the boat. So I had to stop the boat, turn the engine off. And then Ishmael, God love him, he sort of moves out the way. I stand at the back of the boat, which is the most stable part. You don't want to piss off. The boat was just like this. I had to take all my phone out my pocket and everything, put it down, because there was a very, very good chance of me falling into the water. And I had to piss off the side. And then fucking done great. And honestly, it was only like 2 minutes till we got back to the island. But I couldn't wait. I just, when you just have to go, you just have to fucking go. Yeah, couldn't wait. But there you go. I think it's Irene. Oh, there'll be no without Graham. This is about me mum and dad. No, we've got a couple for me mum and dad. Don't worry, we've got them. We have indeed. We got them already. There's already a mum and dad in the house, and there's a mum and dad on the walkway as well, which is nice. But it's really cool, and like they'll be here. And I always say this, like, if anyone wants to come and stay, obviously you'll get mates rates. Get in touch with me. Don't go through Airbnb or whatever. Get in touch with me, and we'll sort you something out. So it's just a cost basically of what you'll use while you're here. Yeah, if you've paid for a bit of driftwood or a board on the walkway, then you are a friend of Ginger for life, friend of Ginger Island for life. Anyway, so thanks very much for watching. I'm going to get going now. Like I say, I've got a lot of stuff to get on with, and I've got to go to the toilet before I leave. But thank you so much. It's really generous of you. Really, really appreciate that. If anyone else wants to give through PayPal, like I say, if you go to paypal.me/@Graham David Hughes, you'll find me. I don't know if you need the @ whether you need the @ or not. It's Graham David Hughes, so you know my name. And that means and put it to friends and family so that you don't have to pay any fees, because there's nothing worse than having to pay fees. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you very much. You're all very, very awesome people, and you can buy a few more minutes by undoing the top button of your jeans. Do you know what I normally do, Ross, if I need to go for a piss? I start thinking, like, I close my eyes and start thinking erotic thoughts, because it's a way of stopping you needing to wee. But on a boat where it's getting dark in choppy water, and it's like a little tiny, you know, you can see it there. It's a tiny little boat where it's just going out of the water like this. Not the most erotic of circumstances, I have to say. Yeah, I do like storms. I just don't like being out at sea in one. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. And until next time, I'll say hello, good evening, welcome, and goodbye. Again. There you go, there's our lovely view.